Hi guys, good morning. I hope you all are doing well. This is Saturday morning. I know you guys have many things to do today, but you all are here. I really appreciate that. So I can see that many of you have joined, but we're just gonna wait for a few more minutes to rest of the people to join. Okay, so until now, let me take you towards the functionality of today's Guru class. Okay, so we have enabled two options for you all. One is a chat option and one is a Q&A. If you guys have any kind of doubts during the session, just write it on a Q&A portal. Okay, and if you want to acknowledge our mentor, acknowledge me, just write it on a chat option. Okay. So until now, guys, can you please confirm me, is my screen and my voice is properly audible to you? Just write it on the chat box if my screen is visible to you all. Yes or no, maybe. Okay, okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for a few more minutes for rest of the attendees to join. At sharp 11:05, we're gonna start the session. Okay, so until now, let's have a quick introduction about me and about you all. Okay, so my name is Karishma. I am a senior academic counselor at Unikaksha. I've been here for 1 year and I've counseled more than 1,000 students till now. Okay, if you guys have any kind of doubts about the course, about Unikaksha, just write it on a Q&A or chat option. Me or the other panelists will gonna help you to solve that doubt. Okay, so, and I'm from Jaipur. Okay, my qualification is I'm MCA postgraduate. So now guys, it's your turn now. You guys can tell me from which city you belong, what is your highest qualification, what is your educational background. Just write it on a chat option. Let's just make this session a little bit interactive. Just tell me about yourself, like from which city you belong. Okay, so I was saying Jamshedpur. Okay, pursuing BCA third year. Ayush. Okay, got it. Only Ayush and Saurabh has answered my question. What about the other people? Okay, I can see that. Yeah, Saurabh is saying BTech graduate. Meena is BCA second year. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. B graduate. Bharat Kumar MC belongs to Andhra Pradesh. Got it. Studying 11th grade. So Rupesh is in 11th standard. That's great, Rupesh, that you are serious about your future from now only. Hi, Kiran. 12th standard, okay. Welcome, Rupesh. Supriya BTech Hyderabad. Okay. Just one more minute, guys. We'll start the session. Nagar Prajwal. Hi, Nagar Prajwal. You are first year B graduate, B student. Okay, got it. I can see that we have many attendees till now. Okay, I think it's a good time to start the session now. Yeah, okay. Should we start the session, guys? Just write it on a chat option. Yes, no. Should we start the session? Okay, got it. Okay. So let's start a session today, guys. So let me start by introducing what is Unikaksha actually. Okay, so Unikaksha is an online educational platform that helps students and working professionals upskilling themselves in their tech careers with the help of our top mentors and industry relevant curriculum. So far, we have a positive impact of more than 10,000 students. And with this Guru class, we try to do the same for you as well. Okay, so in today's session, we're going to explore about the fundamentals of JavaScript from syntax to variables, data types, and control flow structures. You'll gain insights, tips, and best practices to navigate the JavaScript landscape and confidence. Gain practical knowledge, access valuable resources, and chart your path in the exciting world of tech. Whether you aspire to be a front-end developer, build web applications, or simple curious about JavaScript capabilities, this session is the one you have been waiting for. And one more thing, guys, I just want to remind you, just want to tell you this, that you guys be getting a certificate of this Guru class. So we'll love to share those, we'll love you to share this certificate on your LinkedIn profile, as it will be a very good for your profile only. And we will love to you to tag Unikaksha, and by using hashtags of hashtag Unikaksha, hashtag full stack developer, hashtag moonstack. Okay, guys. So I hope everyone will do the same. It's for your own benefit. Okay. So today's session will be taken by Mr. Pranesh, who has 5+ years of industry experience in languages like Python, C, C++, and JavaScript. In this webinar, he will use his language, his knowledge, his experience to guide you through today's topic and answer all relevant questions and queries. So without further ado, let's start the session. And guys, let's make the session a very interactive and knowledgeable one to be interactive in throughout the session. Okay. So over to you, Pranesh. Let's start the session.
Yeah, Karishma. Okay. So hi everyone. Good morning. So Saturday morning. So hope everybody is good, right? Okay. All right. So JavaScript, unleashing the power of JavaScript. So before we unleash the power, let us see what is this JavaScript called as. So this is a dynamic programming language when it comes to web development. Okay. So since 1995, this programming language has to start evolving in our web pages. Previously, only HTML and then CSS was there. It was completely like a static web page. And then it will become, when the JavaScript started coming in, it started to become a dynamic web pages. And then today, almost 98% of your web pages is using this JavaScript. Okay. And almost when it comes to the developers, almost pretty much 60 to 70% of them are getting behind this particular programming languages, because it has a wide range of usages, purposes, and then exploitations. So it is keeping on getting deeper and then more advanced when it comes to this particular language. We'll see that. Okay. So but then next, what makes it so special? So today's agenda of this course will be completely clear based on two things. What makes this programming language so special? And then what is the key concepts in it? So key concept, like which one you have to look at more of like the basic, and then the middle one, and then the top one. So where it has been advancedly more concentrated, more focused on, so that makes it completely different from other programming languages. Because in today's world, we have lots and lots of programming languages. But when it comes to web development, there is only in the front end 3 programming languages is there. We'll see that now. So why it is so special when it comes to other programming languages, and where and all it is being so much specially highlighted over there, that it is completely very good when it comes to the users, or else when it comes to the programmers, everything. And then over there, what it is making so special, for which, based on which concepts are there being excelled out over there for this particular programming language. So that is what today's agenda which we are going to see now. Programming languages. So when it comes to programming languages, as I told you, many programming languages are there. But what is a programming language when it comes to web development? What do you think? Any guess? Okay. When it comes to web development, there is two things. One is front end, another one is back end. So front end is like as a user, you are seeing right now the screen which you're seeing right now, the presentation, the audios, videos, everything, the buttons, everything which you're seeing right now is the front end, and then back end. The backend is the where your application is being run out, all your recordings and everything for the efficiency of your page. This completely is deal with your backend. So when it comes to the programming language for your front end, the first it is going to be HTML. I'll tell you why this image is coming up, and then next CSS. Third one, JavaScript. But instead of JavaScript, I'm going to say it as a behavior language. Why these images are popping out? Why a skeleton is coming? Why this a guy is standing over there with some beautiful clothes? And then why this animation is just putting a question mark and then standing over here? And then why these three languages are coming in this? You'll see that. So when it comes to my web pages, developing a web page, let us compare this entire web development as close to a human body. That is what these three images are mentioning. So skeleton is like our structure, isn't it? A human body is having a structure over there. So what defines the structure? The skeleton is what defines the structure over here. And then next, by adding CSS, it's like adding styles to your web pages, adding clothes, colors, hairstyles, specs, clothes, everything. So which is where we human wear what for what purpose? To look cool, to be giving some details over there, giving some styles over there. And that is what the CSS is all about in our web pages. HTML language is going to have my content on this particular web page, what I have to include it over there, what are the content I'm going to give it into this particular web page, everything deal with this HTML file. CSS is going to give you a style, and then there comes this behavior. So behavior is nothing but each and every human being is having some particular behavior over it. I might behave in a different way. Some other people might behave in a different ways. Each and every personality has some different behaviors over there. Okay. At the same time, I'll tell you why this behavior is so much important when it comes to web development. And this is where JavaScript comes in. So it is a dynamic language where in my web pages, it is used to do code the behavior of your web page. Why this web page? Behavior. What is the difference it would be? If I'm seeing a simple web page, newspaper readers, and then some comic books, or else some book reader pages, there and all, if you go and see, there will be some HTML page over there, and then also a book will be there, some color fonts will be there. That's all, nothing else. But when it's look into some other websites, like where if you touch the options, it is exploring a bit, and then you are getting few more options over there, highlighting, and then alert. So overall, the behavior is focused on user experience. As a user, if you are having a great experience, that is going to make you more evolving for the particular website or particular applications. Unless until if there is no experience over there from your websites, you will be getting bored. You won't be having the thing to exploit it over there with the help of that web page, isn't it or not? And that is where JavaScript comes in. So it adds the behavior to your web page so that to give you more user experience, user interface, and then user experience. HTML and then CSS gives you the user interface, but JavaScript is what gives you the experience of your web pages. We'll see that. For example, for this behavior, I'm going to go to this Flipkart link. So I have taken you to this Flipkart website. Okay, for example, in this, the entire website, if you see, It is completely, there are too many buttons, too many columns over there, and then there are multiple contents over there, and then some images, and then everything is there. Okay, and then when you come and scroll it down, there are some informations about the website. So entirely it is there over here. But when I take my mouse pointer to each and every place, in this, there is not going to move anything. I'm not going to do anything. Just I'm going to move out my cursors. Each and everywhere, when I go and just put my cursors over there, immediately a message pops out, and then the cursor changes, and then all these things, stuffs will be keeping on changing based on my just single mouse pointer. And also, if you see that image, the image keeps on coming over here and there. I'm not doing this. It is doing on its own automatically. And also this behavior pattern, if you take into some, any automobiles or else any bike websites and all, there you will be having a 360-degree rotation images. Why that rotation images are coming up? There is just one image over there. The JavaScript is what making it to rotate into 360 degree. So that evolving is done completely by JavaScript. And when I click some products over here, it is going to change the place, and then the zooming options, each and everything, changing all those as fast as enough, as responsive, as experience. And I'm seeing this image in short, and then when I'm seeing this image in a little bit bigger one, I have what is the main thing over here? Detail, attention to detail. That is always a great experience. You will be having it over there. When it is having, this is what the user experience is all about. Okay. So, and this is just an example. So what is this behavior is all about? When it comes to behavior, information, organization, and then efficiency. So these three things plays a vital part in your web development. So information, organization, and then efficiency. These are the main three key concepts which you want to have it in mind all the time. So what would be this information is all about? When it comes to information, the data, isn't it or not? What is the data? As a person, when you are giving some user, you as a user, if you're giving some inputs to another person, or else you are storing some data, everything over here is completely relied on your data, isn't it or not? Let me not go into a very advanced one. A simple one will take. For example, there is a registration form. Okay, and then you are giving, as a user, you are giving your registration over here. What happens over there? When you give the user, as a user, if you're registering your details, you're giving your name, age, number, address, email ID, and then all those things. You're registering for the course, for example. What happens over there? What are those would be? It's a data, isn't it or not? So before we get into this data, the very basic, simple thing, my objective over here, register for the course. Okay. In this, you are an user. You have entered the user data over here. Now, what happens when you submit your data? The HTML is having the content, and then the CSS is giving the style part over here. But when you register all your details, and then when you press the submit button, there this going in. This is where JavaScript. Sorry. Okay, understood. All your actions, behaviors, everything is completely managed with your JavaScript program. So first, we'll look into this variables topic. Okay. So what is this variables is all about when it comes to my programming languages? Every programming languages has this concept called as variables, all those data types, everything. But in each and every programming language, it is going to be common thing. Why it is so different and then so special in JavaScript, so that it is being evolved a lot over here. We'll see that. First, storing the data. How do we store the data in our computers? Anyone? No? Maybe binary numbers like that? Okay, fine. Yes, the computer is being getting stored in your binary data, but before that, each and everywhere you have this, what type of data it is going to be. Before you store anything, you need to know what kind of data types are there. So when it comes to other programming languages, you will be having some of the data types in common. The same data types is what there in your JavaScript too. But how different it is, how completely the usability of those data is completely different over here. When it comes to data types, you will be having two different data types over here. They called as one is primitive and then another one is not primitive. Okay, so first let us see this primitive data type. In this primitive data type only, you will be going to have this. In other programming languages, int and then float will be there. So basically, the natural numbers and then the decimal numbers will be separated over here. The whole numbers is what called as integer, and then the decimal numbers, that is your points numbers 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, like this. Those decimal numbers are called as float data type. But in JavaScript, those are called as number data type. And then string, boolean, and unidentified, and then none. These are the 5 different data types in common you are having in this JavaScript. Okay, whatever you're trying to store over here, this will be stored in this data, in any of one of these data types only. And then when it comes to non-primitive, so those are also primitive data types, but in a combination, in a group, it is going to be. Those are called as object data types. A data type which is also created, it is a mixed bag of your numbers or your strings or your boolean. It can be anything over here. So all those data are either any single data or else multiple data, but created in a proper structure. What is this objects will come into the next topic after this variables. Okay, so we must know about this data types very much. But after knowing this data type, where it is going to be get stored in my computer? How do I retrieve those data? I have written a code over here. In that, I'm getting those user inputs, or else I am giving some input values over there. Okay, that can be either number data, that can be a string data, it can be anything over there. But how do I retrieve those variables? And it is a very good example, this bank locker. So why this locker is, there will be some thousands and lakhs and lakhs of customers it's going to be over there. But each and everyone who is having some lockers over there, they are having a particular key name for that, and then that will be accessed only by the person. Inside that, what it will be, it can be anything. But that number is what storing all your things. Inside the things, you don't have to open your locker over there to access all those elements, to check it what is there inside this. You just have that user number. So based on the user number inside this locker, what has been kept, what has been stored, what you're willing to take it over there, everything will be accessed with the given names. And that is what variables is all about. You are giving the data type, and then for that you are giving a name to store in your computer. So it can be accessed and then it can be retrieved anytime for storing and then for accessing purpose. The variables is very, very important over here. Okay, so understanding the variables over here, there is 3 functions. One is let, and then var, and then const. Each and everything has some different scopes over here, different dealings over here, so that it is very important when it comes to JavaScript, you have to concentrate more on variables. This is the very basic one, but based on this, the execution of your program is going to be vast and then wide enough. That is the one big thing over here about the variable. Okay, guys, it's poll time.
So guys, just want to do a quick check whether you all are attentive in this session or not. So I'm launching a poll. You have to answer that question by choosing option A, B, or C, or D, whichever you think is right. Okay, so the question is, what are the variables used for in JavaScript? Okay, the options are storing and manipulating data, holding values and objects, facilitating calculations and operations, passing information between functions. So guys, whichever option you think is correct, choose that option. The poll is going to live for 15 seconds. Start choosing the option, guys. Ten more seconds. Pranesh has already taught you about this, so it will just gonna take hardly 5 minutes to answer this question. 5 more seconds, guys. So yeah, poll is time up. So I can see that most of you have chosen option A and few people have chosen option B and D. So yeah, 73% of people is absolutely correct. The answer is storing and manipulating data. So I can see that many of you are attentive, but few people are not attentive in the session. So guys, it's for your own benefit. Please be attentive in the session. Okay, so Pranesh, let's continue.
Yeah, sure, Karishma. Okay, that's good. 73% of them are attentive. That's nice. Very good. Okay, fine. So the very basic one we have seen right now. This is variables, which is the very basic thing, but also it is going to play a very major role over here. That is my variables. And next, organization. So from the start, I told you about information, organization, and then later I showed about efficiency. So information we saw. We can consider my information variables as the information over here, which is used for storing and then manipulating my data over here. All right. What is this organization called as? When it comes to programming language, what we say it as an organization? What do you think? Any guesses? No? Okay, we'll see that. There's a post image. For example, what is this post box? This post box is going to be used over here. When it comes to post box, what do you do over here? You'll be posting some letters, right? Isn't it or not? For example, the post box is there over here. It is there in a particular place. Okay. And then in that city, almost like some lakhs and lakhs of people are there. They're coming and putting their posts over there. Weekly once the postmaster comes in. And then he is going to pick up those letters. For example, some 500 to thousands of letters are there in this particular post box. So he's collecting all those. The postman. After collecting all those letters, what is going to do next? The first thing, what is going to do? After collecting it, first of all, he is going to split those letters based on what? Whether which place it is going to be, whether which city is going to be, the district wise, state wise, or even if you're from here, you are going to post something to the other countries too. On those basis only, all those letters are first split out. If any countries is there, first the countries are being split over there first. Next, after the country, what they are going to do? They are going to split it out state-wise. Next, and then district-wise. Fourth, city-wise. And then sixth, area-wise. Like this, each and everything is getting split out over here. Okay, so this organization, before I get into the programming, I'm just giving a normal quick example over here. Why this is related to my, we can see these examples in our everyday life over here. So based on that, I'm just giving you this example. Okay. So in this, if you take this letter, this is just an image. Okay. So there is a name over here, there's a city over here, the street, everything. So the postmaster now is arranging all those letters based on this. Based on this information only, he is able to arrange those. The from and then to, where it has to go, which place, which point, everything is able to find out because of this organization. If the letters are not organized, being not organized, how it will be going to reach to the particular person? If I'm sending to some other person over there, how it will go? It will not go. That is going to be a confusion. So when it comes to organization, this is very, very, very important over here. Okay. And then how it is going to deal with this letters, this example, how it is going to deal with my JavaScript. That is my computer language. There comes the object-oriented program. OOPS concept. Some of you might heard about this. So what is this OOPS concept is all about? Let us say class, objects, and then abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, like this, many different methods combined. It's called as object-oriented programming. Okay. Concepts may be a lot more, or the definition may be a lot more, but I have to say this in a very simple method. It is going to be why this OOPS concept is being used over here is just so that your data or your program will work or run in a more organized manner, in a more efficient manner over here. That is the main thing you are using this OOPS concept. So for example, take a website or take this online Google applications, forms, anything over here, or general an application you take. In that Microsoft Windows you take. Okay. In that Microsoft Windows software is there. In that, if you go and see file, edit, view, insert, text, format, settings, help, like this, in my menu bar, there are different options over there. Isn't it or not? Inside the Windows, there are multiple options over there. With the multiple options, when you click the file, there it is going to ask at a new, open, already save as, and then other settings of your, which belongs to your, which as a user, when you wanted those options as a development part over there. Inside the Microsoft Windows, what you're going to do? You're going to develop a document. So what are the different ways you can create a document over there? All those options will be over there. Okay. For example, inside the file itself, I'm putting the edit options over there, or some of the settings option in just one single column. Will that be organized for you? As a user, when you're opening that application, will that be looking organized for you? Inside the file itself, all your options is going to be there in just one single tabular column. It is nothing out over there. Will it be proper for you as a user if you look at? No, right? And that is why this is being classified. Class. It is going to be the blueprint of your programming language. It is called as the blueprint of your entire application. So when it comes to web development or when it comes to building those apps, this class is called as blueprint of your program. Okay, blueprint of your object. And then in that only, the objects are called as the file, and then the edit button, everything inside this, each and everything has a main and then major purpose over there. Microsoft Word is the complete application. Isn't it at all? The Word is just a name over there. Inside that, there are multiple objects. That is what going to make the perform over there. It is what going to perform in your application. Not the Word is not going to perform the application. So class is holding the blueprint. Objects will be having all your items inside that. Each and every functionality, each and every usability of it, and then all those options, actions, every single thing will be over there. So creating that in the structure, because you have created that in a proper structure over there, then it is being evolved properly. And that is why as a user, you will be having lot more experience over there and user experience. So to give this user experience, you need to write your program in a proper structure. Until if you're not writing it in the proper structure, the program is not going to give a proper experience for you, as well as it is not going to be running efficiently for you. And this is where this concept comes in place. And as we all know, JavaScript, when it comes to its a dynamic programming languages, let me take an example like Netflix, Facebook, and then LinkedIn. These three and all has been created with my JavaScript programming language. Okay. So take off this Netflix. What it is over there? Netflix is a class. Inside this, all your movies, the categories, action movies, comedy movies, funny movies, thriller movies, like this series, everything is a object over there. Inside that only you will be having some functionality for that. Why that functionality? You have to give it over there so that an user is getting something over there. When you touch that, multiple actions should be taken part over there. So it has to be there in a proper order. If everything is completely put up in a single place, will you be keeping on searching it? Okay, there is a series and then it is there in the 5th page. Will you be keeping on searching it? When it is not organized. So organizing your program is very important over there. And there comes this object-oriented programming. This is what the highest amount of organized program you can write it in your language. Okay. Okay, guys, it's poll time now.
So guys, just wanted to check whether you are attentive till now or not. Launching a poll. So the question is, what is object-oriented programming in JavaScript? Options are a programming paradigm that focuses on creating objects that encapsulate data and behavior. Option B, a way of organizing and structuring code using classes and objects. Option C, a methodology for reusing and extending code through inheritance and polymorphism. And option D, all of the above. Guys, choose any of the option which you think is correct. The poll is going to end in 10 seconds. 5 more seconds, guys. Pranesh just has told you about this question. So yeah, that poll has ended. I can see that many of you have chosen option B, 42%, and 50% have chosen option all of the above, and 8% have chosen options. So guys, the correct option is option B, a way of organizing and structuring code. So guys, please be interactive in the session. Many of you have chosen the wrong answer. Just please be interactive. It's for your own good. Okay. So Pranesh, let's continue.
Yes, sure. So, okay, as I told you, objects, it is completely on organizing and then structuring your program. So that is what the biggest key point over here. So if you just build, structure the program, and then it is going to be run. Sorry. It is going to run as good as possible, as efficient as possible, as informative as possible, everything. So efficiency. Let us see. This is the main part you're going to see when it comes to JavaScript. So variables we have shown, which is completely different from other programming languages when it comes to JavaScript over here. And then second one, the OOPS concept. The OOPS concept is what completely strongly enabled when it comes to every programming languages. Okay, but in JavaScript, it is completely in a different pattern over here. And then the enability and then usability is totally different over here. And also the third one is why I told this as an efficiency. Will tell you. efficient. How efficient is going to be your programming language? That is very important over here. And when it comes to other programming languages, why this is being so efficient? We'll see that. Okay. What is this efficiency called in our web page? Can anybody say? What is efficiency in a web page? You are using a web page. What would you say as an efficiency? Anyone? No? Okay. All right. So for example, before I get into this efficiency, I'm going to show you two things. Speed. Okay. Speed is what very, very required over here. Okay. When it comes to speed, let us take a movie right now. The very favorite movie for all of us, which is Marvels and then DC. There's a Hulk. There's a Flash over here. He is having his own advantages. He is having his own advantages. Now, what would you say? Who is more, when it comes to a Hulk, what it is going to be? Who is efficient over here? Which is required for us? Which one are they going to pick up? Hulk or Flash? Okay. Okay. But some of them are choosing Hulk over here. After choosing this Hulk, will he be more powerful? He is more powerful. But will he be able to run something so faster and then crawl something so much in a super speed? He can hit somebody and then make him to fly. But he cannot fly and go, isn't it or not? He is having a lot more power and then a lot more advantages, but he is not fast enough. He can punch somebody fast, but he cannot be fast enough, isn't it or not? Flash is opposite. Why? He is able to do something faster and then more in a technical way. He is able to run through in a lot more speed. And that is where efficiency comes into my web page a lot more. Okay. There can be multiple files. When it comes to Flipkart, when I showed you this Flipkart website or the Netflix, Amazon Prime, Instagram, you can take anything over there. Almost nearly millions and millions of users are there in this particular web pages, which I told you right now, in this app center. So when this millions and millions of users are coming, so there will be lot of data when it comes to Netflix. Almost millions users are there. Each and every user is having his own particular post and then followers, followings, and then many options are there. He'll be able to create it, some reels, etc. Many things are there, isn't it or not? And then, but each and every person is being able to access those, all those things, isn't it or not? So when all the users are getting evolved over there, it is the programming language has to be powerful, but at the same time, where it is being run, it is not running in your computer to have some 6 GBs or 8 GBs of memory to run it more efficiently. It is going to run in my server side. So server is being loaded from your computer, from your mobile device to server. It is being connected over there with your internet. And then for that connectivity, all your information has to load it as quickly as possible, as efficient as possible. The program has to get compiled over there, and then it has to send all the data which you have made a request for. And then for this request only, the efficiency in your web page comes into play with the help of my DOM operation in JavaScript. So this DOM operation is called as document object model. So when I showed you that Flipkart image over Flipkart website over there, the website is going to get loaded over there. Okay, after getting loaded, when you see that, go and click some of the products. If you go and click some of the products over there, your web page is not going to rotate over there. So each and everything over there, it is being stored in a separate individual documents. So by storing it with your individual documents over there, what is happening, the server gets loaded only once for the life. And then later, the same document is being run in your browser. It is not keeping on, the internet is not keeping on serving those with the server and to your machine. Just within a one single request, all those are coming inside to your computer, inside your memory. And then you are able to run those efficiently with the help of the DOM operation. So in this DOM operation, you also have this ability not only store entire thing in a particular document and then retrieve it as efficient as possible, as fast as possible to you, as well as an user or as an admin, he will be able to create something and then retrieve something and then delete something. Every single thing is possible over here. Okay, so this create, read, update, delete is completely like a CRUD operation. So when it comes to dynamic languages, you will be having this CRUD operation. Why? Because as a user, you will be able to create something, you will be able to read something, you will be able to update something, or if you don't like it, delete also. Right? So this experience will be given out over here. And then to give that experience for multiple peoples and then to the server, if you want to write it down as quickly, as efficiently as possible, you use this document object model. Right? And also stacking your data one after the other, each after the other. So if there's example, products is there. Inside that products, there can be one product or there can be multiple products over there. Inside that products also, there can be multiple listings, multiple customers, multiple informations. For each and everything, it is having a particular documents, splitted out in documents. And then it is getting stacked up over there and there and there. Instead of writing in the same web page, instead of writing in the same lines of codes for each and every single time, I create a document and then store it over there. So what it happens over there, it will be running as efficiently as possible. Okay, dynamic update. You will be also getting a dynamic update with that. The static update is not going to change anything over here, but a dynamic efficiency is what required over here. So this one is like a mechanism that I will be able to run it efficiently as well as I will be able to do it dynamically over here. Okay. When it comes to motorbikes, what we need? We also need a fast bike, but also a little bit sweet, nimble, emotional, and then efficient, like this, isn't it or not? Likewise, when it comes to our website, it has to be more efficient enough and then fast enough. The server also should handle this well, and then as a user, we also should have a good experience over here. And this document object model is what the main advanced thing over here in JavaScript. Okay. With this document object model, you will be not only changing those behaviors over here, also when it comes to the future of this, there is a technology called as green sock. It is completely based on your and a virtual experience. You'll be having a reality virtual experience over here. The websites will be completely like an animation, a game, but those application looks like it is so much heavier. It feels so much heavier, but it is not. It is going to run as efficiently as possible from the basic mobile device to till date the advanced computers. So that is the future of when it comes to web development as well as JavaScript. We already have something which is going fast and then fast and fast. React, Angular, and then Node, everything. Before JavaScript was a front-end programming language, now it has been as a full stack backend too. Both the side it is being getting evolved, and then the frameworks and then the exploitations, everything is getting huge and then huge and then huge. In that, one of the major thing is this green sock. That is going to be the major future tech. So JavaScript. In this, your information, organization, efficiency. This three is a very, very major key role over here. It is also completely separate. It is also completely more engaging over here when it comes to other programming languages. Okay. There is a dynamic programming, Python, and then many things are there. But over here, the exploitation is completely different, and then completely in a very evolving way for the user. Because everything which we write it for the client or we write it for the user. This is a very good thing. Variable, oops, DOM. My information is going to be variable, my organization is going to be OOP, and then efficiency, DOM. These three is the complete of your JavaScript. A basic one, a middle one, and then the DOM one. These three are the most great thing to work in JavaScript, and then which is a most advanced thing over here. The structure is different. Okay. All right. It's poll time now.
Guys, it's poll time again. So the poll is live. The question is, what is the document object model in JavaScript? Options are a programming interface that represents the structure of HTML and XML documents. Option B, a way to interact with and manipulate elements on a web page. Option C, a mechanism for dynamically updating and changing the content of web page. Option D, all of the above. So guys, the poll will be live for 10 seconds. Just quickly answer the question. Choose any of the option which you think is correct. 5 more seconds, guys. Three more seconds, guys. Okay, the poll is ended. I can see that many of you have chosen option C, a mechanism for dynamically updating and changing. And few people have chosen option D, and very less people have chosen option B. So yeah, many of you are correct. The answer is option C. Very good, guys. I can see that you all are interactive. Just be attentive and interactive like this throughout the session. Okay. Over to you, Pranesh. Let's continue.
Yeah, actually, that is all. It has been ended after this poll. So the course is getting over here. So these three are the main thing which you have to focus when it comes to JavaScript. Okay. This three is what going to evolve everything over here. So your variable part, and then your loop concept, and then DOM operation. This is what the complete package of your web development over here.
Okay. Thank you so much, Pranesh, for taking up the session. I think it went really well. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah. So guys, let me a quick update about what is Unikaksha again. Okay, Unikaksha is an upskilling platform that helps upskilling you according to the current industry standard. So we have various programs of full stack development, and which comes with various multiple payment options like pay after placement and EMI options. So if any of you guys wanted to go with Unikaksha, our support team is there to help you in each and every single step. So guys, I'm launching a poll. Let us know if you are interested in knowing about Unikaksha and our courses. So choose option yes if you want to have one-to-one counseling session with one of our counselor. choose option no if you're not. Okay, so the poll is live. Guys, just choose option yes or no, whichever things you want to go ahead with. According to me, if I would be at your place, I would have chosen option yes, because I think the place you are at right now, you really need some counseling session with a good counselor to help you, guide you towards the correct path in your life. The poll is going to live for 10 seconds. You're welcome, Rupesh. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for giving such a quick response. Our response team, our counseling team will gonna reach you in no time to help you counsel towards your career. Okay, so let's take up the few Q&A that we have. So guys, if you have any kind of doubts about the today's session, if you want to know anything about our program, just write it on a Q&A option. Yeah, there is one student who's saying, I have a doubt. Yes, you can ask me. Me or the panelist or the Pranesh will try to help you in that. Just write it on the Q&A option. Guys, whatever doubts you have, just write it on a Q&A or chat, whichever thing you use. When did NXT session is conducted? Next section, okay. So guys, next session is going to conduct the next Saturday. Every Saturday we have this Guru class with different topics. Okay, so whichever who you want to join, our session is on next Saturday. You are going to receive a link of the Guru class on your mail only. Guys, anything else you want to ask? Anything about the session? What Pranesh taught? Anything? Guys, the podium timing, please. Okay. So Nikita, the timing is sharp 11:05. It would be good if you join the session at 11 p.m. only. 11 a.m. Sorry. So just a 1 hour session which we conduct every Saturday. Guys, the podium is live. It's open. One student is saying, I'm glad about the class. I understand the basic. Yeah, the Pranesh is a really good mentor. He has taught every single concept about JavaScript. Thank you, Pranesh. Where do we find the link for joining? You will going to receive it on your mail on the same day. Or you can register by going to our website. We have an option for registration on our website. One of the panelists will going to share the website link on the chat option. You can register for our upcoming webinars, upcoming Guru class by going through the website. Okay. Where can I get those certificates? Guys, you're going to receive the certificate on your mail only. Okay, we will love if you share this certificate on your LinkedIn profile by tagging Unikaksha and by using hashtags #Unikaksha, hashtag full stack development, hashtag coding. It will be beneficial for yourself only, as it will going to help you stand out in front of your industry peers and your future recruiters. Pranesh, one student is asking which is faster between JavaScript and Python. Can you please answer this question?
Yes, definitely. So actually, when it comes to Python and JavaScript, both of them are dynamic languages. Okay, but both of them can be written in the server side. Okay, Python is like you can use it for machine languages also, or else you can use it for your scripting language also. So both of them are scripting languages over here. They both are dynamic languages over here. But when it comes to faster execution, it is going to be JavaScript. And also, it doesn't mean that the Python is slower over here. It is completely different on how efficiently you are defining the structure. The structure is also very much important over here. That plays a very key role. So there's a slight advantages in JavaScript, but in some places, Python shines.
Thank you, Pranish, for answering the question. Guys, any more questions? So yeah, you can see in your chat option, our panelists have shared the link of our LinkedIn profile. So please do share. Please do follow us on LinkedIn. Guys, any more questions? The podium is open. We're gonna wait for how to run a program. Can you please complete the question? Okay. All right. Guys, anything else you want to ask? The podium is open for 10 more seconds, guys. If you have anything you want to ask, just write it on Q&A or chat. Okay, so M. Bahadur is asking how to run a program in laptop with freshers. Pranish, can you please answer this question?
How to run a program in laptop with freshers. So running the code is completely, it is not a very big deal and all over here. So when you start your the course itself, it is going to be like the first thing which you are going to do, the basics, how you run your program first, how do you install that, and then what is this programming languages is all about. So the basics is what first concentrated over here. Okay, and then later only we'll be getting into the concepts. Before that, the installation, what is this programming language is all about, and then how do you code it, how do you run it, the basic line over here. Okay, so this is what first focused on, because over here, an IT background people also come in, and non-IT background people also come in, but the concept has to be evolved a lot deeper over here. Okay, so that the basic is concentrated first, and then concept. So even the structure is also, the course structure is also carried in a well way that all the students, those who are not having any knowledge, those who are having no knowledge, will be able to understand everything. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Pranish.
Yeah.
So one more question, Pranish. Rupesh is asking, sir, which software is best to use for JavaScript?
Actually, it's not a software. It's you will be using the IDLE basically to write your codes over here. So in this place, you have brackets, Atom, and then VS Code. So when it comes to more productivity, you'll be using the VS Code. That gives you more productivity in writing your codes.
Okay. So yeah, thank you, Pranish. So guys, any more questions? Okay, so I can see there's no more questions left us to answer. So let's move towards ending the session. Thank you so much, Pranish, for taking up the Q&A. Thank you so much for answering all the questions. And guys, thank you for being interactive throughout the session. Thank you for being here till the very end. I think the session went really well. I hope the session was fruitful for you, knowledgeable as well as just the way you wanted it. So thank you so much for being here, for being such a lovely audience. So let's move towards our upcoming Guru class. Let's see you over there. So until then, bye-bye. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.